Hello everybody and welcome back to Expert Examiner IELTS. My name is Glyn and in this video we have another practice speaking test for you. So let's take a look. Good afternoon, my name is Glyn. Would you please tell me your full name?
Hi, my full name is Bùi Vũ Trường Giang, but you can just call me Giang.
Okay, thank you. Now in this first part of the test, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. Where are you from?
So I'm from Vietnam, a country located in Southeast Asian. Yeah.
And what city do you live in, or what town do you live in?
Right now I'm living in Ho Chi Minh City, which is a city located in the south side of my country. It's a very bustling city. Yeah.
Do you like this place?
Oh, I absolutely love Ho Chi Minh City. Um, originally, I used to live in the capital city of my country, Hanoi. Um, I I lived there till I turned 14 or 13 years old, and then I moved to this Ho Chi Minh City. Yeah.
And is Ho Chi Minh City popular with tourists?
Um, I I don't have a clear answer for this one, just because my knowledge on tourism is very limited. But I can tell that um, in the heart of the city, there are lots of tourists. Yeah.
Mhm. Now I'd like to talk to you about losing things. Do you often lose things?
Oh, I lose things all the time. I have to admit that I'm a very like careless person. So like I never pay attention to keeping things nearby my side or just checking anything before going out. So yeah, I think that's the main reason why I have lost so many things. Yeah.
And what kind of things do people often lose?
Hmm. I think this will be very interesting. Actually think that most people will lose their data and information like virtual information like passwords, their Gmails, their social media accounts because people barely pay attention to these things. I think like for the most part because of the convenience that smartphone and these technological device provide like like remembering the password automatically, right? They would just like become too dependent on those features. Yeah.
And have you ever found something that someone's lost?
mm, can you ask it again? I'm not hearing. I
Mhm.
didn't hear it.
Have you ever found something that somebody else lost?
Hmm. Well, not recently, but if I have to recall one, I would say that when I was a kid, I used to pick up like toys like in the playgrounds in my school. I think that some of my colleagues they just forgot about the toys. Maybe they were having too much fun. Yeah.
Let's talk about being bored now. What kind of things do you find boring?
I I find everything that is not so right now I'm obsessed with English. So like this might sounds very like I was too extreme, but everything that is not related to English, I find it very boring because everything that I do right now, I do it with an intentions to improve my English. So I try as much I will try to feed off so much English information to keep improving my English right now. Sounds extreme. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Now, in this part of the test, I'm going to give you a topic, and I would like you to speak about this topic for 1 to 2 minutes. But before that, you will have 1 minute to prepare for your talk, and you may take notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yes, I totally understand.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I will now share the topic on my screen. I'd like you to describe a job you don't want to do in the future. Your 1 minute of preparation time starts now. Okay, so that's the end of your preparation time. To remind you, you will have up to 2 minutes to give your talk, and I will let you know when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please?
All right. So I'm going to tell you about a job that I won't want to look at, not even like want to do in the in the future for the rest of my life, and that would be working in an office, like every like 9 to 5 job, I would say. Now, to tell you about the main reasons, the primary reason for that. Right now, I'm working as an English teacher, and I absolutely love my job right now. Like, I'm really passionate about English as a language. I really love the fact that I can interact with people, have interactions with them, just giving guidance and directions for people from all walks. And I know that, of course, with the existence of the internet, I think more and more people are now having an easier access to good English source. But nonetheless, a teacher's job is still vital. It's still important. Um, Apart from that, now you more some might say that working as a teacher and working a 9 to 5 job all lead to a sedentary lifestyle. And I can understand that, but just the fact that sitting in an office for an extended amount of time, doing the thing that I find might be tedious, it's just not my thing. I would love to have more human interactions. So yeah. Mm, Working in an office is right now in my country is not also a very desirable job. The pay rate is not that great. You are not guaranteed to have a higher positions in long run. So I feel like the advantage, it just not outweighs the disadvantages.
Okay, thank you.
Um, so yeah, that's
Thank you.
all, right?
So,
Okay.
you've been describing a job that you don't want to do in the future. Now I'd like to talk about work in a more general sense. What kind of jobs are popular in your country at the moment?
Uh, like I have to be frank. Like right now in my country, there's so many jobs opportunities in different areas, different realms, right? I would say being a teacher, English teacher is quite popular here. I think, like I told you before, more and more people are now having access to the internet, so they can learn English in a more effective and productive way. And also the demand for learning English here is enormous, right? So yeah, it just everything is a heaven matches. Everything's just aligned perfectly for that job to thrive in my country. Yeah.
And do you think it's better to have a well-paid job or a job that brings a lot of personal satisfaction?
Oh, I think so. I actually think, even though I do emphasize the joyfulness and the happiness in the job, what it can bring to the table, what it can help the workers to achieve greatness, to become more stable mentally, right? I actually think we need to be realistic here. Um, Having, I would say, a high paying job would solve so much problems, right? It can pay your bills. It can, with the extra money, you can either do charities or just give out money to your loved ones. So yeah, maybe like try to strike a balance between those two aspects would be um perfect. Yeah, would be ideal, I would say. Yeah.
How do you think AI might affect people's jobs in the future?
Well, I actually have thought about that lately. It's very terrifying what AI is capable of right now. But you know, just I'm going to give I'm going to take you into the context of English teaching. I think that though grammar and vocab, though aspect AIs can offers so much benefits to students, I feel like just human interactions and personalized lesson, and the way that how a teacher can tailor the lesson to align with the student needs, it cannot be underrated, and maybe it will prove to be much more effective rather than just asking GPT for information, right? I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Don't you think as AI gets more and more powerful in the future that it will be able to tailor these jobs specifically to students' needs?
I hope they won't, but I have to be realistic here. Yeah, I think in the future, maybe next 5 years or 10 years, um, AI can replace a huge amount of numbers of jobs, maybe even teaching too. I hope not. It's just because they are so perfect. Like they rarely make mistakes. The only problems that AI is having right now is that they don't have a good grasp of the information. They cannot check they cannot evaluate the informations. Yeah, yeah. I think that's the only problem with AI right now. Oh,
Okay, thank you. That is the end of the test.
oh,
Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that speaking test. That one was definitely a lot of fun. I am doing free mock speaking tests at the moment, so if you'd like to have a speaking test with some feedback, please do get in touch. Information is given below. Of course, another video will follow this video, probably tomorrow, with feedback and scores about this performance. But for now, I will leave it there. Thank you, and bye-bye.